Welcome back into the drive with Tim Donnelly here on 99.9 The Fan. We are now joined by a senior defensive back from Virginia Tech, Dorian Strong, here at ACC Kickoff. Dorian, we got to start with the important stuff. Have you played college football 25 as yourself? And if so, does it live up to the actual hype of reality?
So now I haven't played with myself yet. I have to go get a PlayStation 5 and then get the game, obviously. But I've seen some of my friends play the game, and I'm a good player. I feel like got to work on my speed. I gotta work on my man coverage and my press. It should be higher. Like they made me higher in zone coverage than man coverage, and I'm a man corner, so that's a little disrespect. But it was great game.
So I was gonna say that little scouting report. Are you? Is that like? You got to put it into your own game now? Or are you out there like, I got to actually ball out on man coverage so these gamers watching know that the fake me isn't like the real me?
Yeah, so it's more about like when the game updates. So
Okay.
hopefully, it's going to be updates throughout the year, and they see what they see and they update my stuff because that's not realistic.
Has the team been getting after it? Like the trash talk, a lot of time spent on the game?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, we a couple of my teammates got the game actually before it even came out. Like they paid their own money, like cool, because we get it for free. But they was like, nah, I want to play it today. So like probably like 8 of them got the game, and they started playing instantly.
Dorian Strong, senior defensive back, Virginia Tech, joining us here live at ACC Kickoff. Dorian, I used to cover Virginia Tech back in the day. So you've been through a lot at Virginia Tech, coming in with Justin Fuente as the head coach, going through that transition, the ups and downs. Coach Pry, obviously, now getting things going in the direction he wants to see it going. So I'll ask this question. And my cousin played for Virginia Tech in the early 2000s. So I've followed him for a long time. Is Virginia Tech back? Like that's what all the fans are asking. Is the old school Virginia Tech back, particularly on defense?
Yes, I can say that. With a lot of confidence. I'm a big competitor myself. The two guys that are here with me, Kyron Drones and Antoine Powell-Ryland, are also, big competitors. So, we are back, and we're going to show that we are back.
You brought up Kyron Drones. I always say nobody knows the quarterback like the defensive backs that go up against him every day in practice, and every time you're throwing on 7-on-7, and every time you're throwing 1-on-1s. Give us the scouting report on Kyron Drones as a quarterback.
So I probably wouldn't go into too much details, but yeah, I mean,
you don't got to give up the secrets, but we watched him play last year, so we know a little bit about him. But what more can you give us?
Obviously, fast guy, big guy, strong arm. He does a good job at looking me off sometimes. Like I feel like when me and him go up against each other in practice, I feel like we are kind of like at our best. Like because when I'm watching him back there, take his read steps, take his drops, like it's very much meticulous, very just very good. And so I say it's just he has a good look off. And yeah, good quick game.
Now, we're talking with Dorian Strong, senior defensive back, Virginia Tech at ACC Kickoffs. The teams we cover in North Carolina specifically, big stories this offseason is transfer portal. Who's going where, which starter left, who's coming in to be an impact starter. Virginia Tech, 22 returning starters. That's almost unheard of in even pre-transfer portal, right? Just when guys were, graduating or going pro or whatever. What was it about this team that made everybody come back?
The brotherhood. And, a lot of us believe, I feel like the guys who were draft eligible probably also, didn't get the numbers that they were hoping for. So, that also is just a big, reason to come back. But then when you look at the team overall, you're like, okay, who's coming back? We got, Dorian. You got all these people. You got APR. You got Bayshaw too. And just a lot of guys coming back, getting the puzzle back right. So it's like, shoot, we might as well not break this up.
Are the guys still coming for your job? I guess is what I'm asking, because every job kind of has somebody assigned to it.
Yes, sir. No, that's a great question. What I would say is, for just us specifically, I'm year 5 in. Soar is going on year 3. So it's just like now I've stepped into this role, this big leadership role. We have a lot of young guys in the room. So, and then me personally, I'm not really worried about our room. I'm worried about just what's going around the country. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's really just about like pouring in my competitive nature onto the younger guys. So it's when it's their time to step up, they don't blink an eye. They ready for everything, you know, because when you get in that game as a freshman, like I tell them, just because I played as a freshman, Mansour's played as a freshman, so we have like experience through it all. So just talking to them and telling them like, look, like when you get in that game, they're gonna come right at you because it's like, cool, me and Sora out there, you know, they're like, maybe this is like a 50-50 play, it may not work. But once they see what Dante Lovett, Braylon Johnson, they gonna check, you know, fade, they're going to check one of their beaters. So, you know, you better be prepared to when you get in the game because they're going to come at you. And, you know, Coach Jones does a lot with us with just trying to be a liability and asset. So you just got to know which one you are. And if you're a liability, you just got to work up to be an asset.
Last question for you, and we're talking with Dorian Strong, senior defensive back, Virginia Tech here at ACC Kickoff. Have you noticed all these signs that say the conference of the quarterback? And they're over here, and there's another sign down there with a bunch of stats on how great all the quarterbacks are in the ACC. As a defensive back, how does it make you feel when your own conference is saying we're the conference of the quarterback, and meanwhile you're out there trying to stop those guys?
Oh, I love it because if you think this quarterback is so good, I'm gonna show you why he's not so good. You know?
All right.
But yeah, I never noticed that. You know, at Hokies we DBU. You know, so.
D'Angelo Hall was on the Panthers staff for a while. So the history. Did you hear from the legends very often? Do they come back and help out?
Yeah, they definitely come back and help out. They love giving us knowledge, love giving us leadership skills, and I love just picking their brain when it comes to just like the ins and out tips and tricks of the game.
Who are we talking about?
Greg Stroman, Eddie Royal, the Fuller brothers. The Edmond brothers. Just seeing Mike Vick the other day. Just got to meet Bo Jackson, Eric Dickerson, and Marcus Allen. So, you know, to pick their brains was cool. It was fun seeing them. You know, I know my dad is a big fan of them. So, yeah, great time.
Dorian, we appreciate you for taking the time to stop by.
Thank you so much for having me on your show.